Hi guys, and welcome to Just So Rare. Second part of my review of crypto.com, and I'm just going to crack straight into it, and I'm going to just talk a bit more detail on their credit cards and why I believe it's an advantage to you to hold one. Now, all these credit cards I'm going to talk about, they're all prepaid. So just to let you know. To get money on these cards, it's easy. You just do it on the app, and it's very, very straightforward. So if there's anyone watching this and thinking, well, I don't really want to get involved in crypto, it's a bit too risky for me, there is nothing stopping you opening an account today with crypto.com and applying for a Midnight Blue prepaid credit card. And whatever you spend on that card, you would get 1% back paid in CRO. So you would technically gain crypto for free without having to invest in any of it at all. It would just simply be paid by having that card and having 1% paid back. Now, for people who are thinking, yeah, I don't want to invest too much, but, you know, I'm willing to put in a few £100, then if you were to stake in the Ruby Steel card, which you need to stake a minimum of $400 in their CRO coin, you would then get 2% back on any purchases you make. Not only that, if there is anyone who pays for Spotify, they will refund 100% of that every month, paid back again in CRO. I've got no idea how much the cost of Spotify it is per month. If I just guess at £10 a month, if you were to stake $400, which is about 320 quid, technically you would get 120 back if Spotify was 10 quid a month over the year. And not only that, you'd obviously receive 2% cash back on all purchases. So you can see where I'm going here and why I believe that it's, you know, very useful to hold one of these cards. Now, this is for people who've got a bit more money than most. If you were to stake $4,000 in CRO, you would get 3% cash back. You would also get 100% Spotify, but also you would get 100% back off your Netflix bill. Again, paid in CRO. Now, I'm not going to talk about the other two because obviously you're talking fucking ridiculous sums of money. 40,000 and 400 grand, but, you know, you can see the sort of benefits these guys are getting, you know. So one day, that's where I want to be. So that's the credit cards in a nutshell. Just to point out, if you go to the bottom here, you need to have a look at their terms and conditions just to check out. I mentioned it on the first video. Most purchases are covered for cashback, but there is a list what they don't include. So just check that out before, you know, signing up to anything, because you obviously want to earn as much cash back as you possibly can to make it worthwhile. Now, the next thing I want to show you is what they class as crypto earn, which is this page here. And if anyone is intrigued in getting involved with crypto, then please do your research first. But I just want to show you what you can earn in terms of interest by staking in USDC, which is a stable coin, which is what I do because, in my opinion, it's safer to do that than in crypto because of the volatility. However, I think most people are bullish on Ethereum. So, for example, depending on how much CRO you've got staked, for example, I would come into this category of 4,000. So I could earn 4% interest by staking Ethereum per year. And you can go through the list of all the cryptos that you can earn interest on, and you can see they vary. For example, the highest one I think is Polkadot at 12.5%. So, you know, you're talking far better interest rates than banks and building societies. However, there is far more risk with crypto than money in the real world, or fiat as we seem to call it these days. So please bear that in mind too. And that would come under your research. So you can use the calculator here, which is available on their site, depending on how much you're going to stake, the terms, if you want it flexible so there's no lock-in whatsoever, you can do that. Obviously, the longer you fix it, or have it fixed to where you can't touch it, the better the interest rate, and you can apply that to any coin that you are looking to get involved in. And then it will give you the calculation there on what you would earn in interest and what it would be paid. And these rewards are paid weekly on crypto.com. And again, it just goes back into your wallet, your crypto wallet with crypto.com. I'm only going to review what I use because I don't think it's fair if I start reviewing things that I've not used myself. For example, the NFTs, I've got no idea. I obviously know what an NFT is, but crypto.com, you can sign up to get updates when the next NFTs are coming out, for example. But again, if you're interested in things like that, you need to, again, do your own research on it. Again, I don't want to go into, getting into loans and debt to try and fight, because that's just not, I don't want to be advising things like that, but this is what is available. There's the DeFi, which is far more riskier than just normal staking. Again, I don't want to be talking about that because I'm aware of the risks involved, and I wouldn't want to be encouraging people getting into high risk things and it all goes tits up and then they're trying to blame me. So I'll avoid that like the plague. Like I said, anything I mention here and you think, yeah, that could be for me, please do your own research into all of this as well. Because the more you know, the better understanding you've got, and you can make a more informed choice. Now, I've actually just logged into the crypto.com exchange just to show you a few things on here. The stake and earn, I know I've mentioned this before on another video, but I just want to show you again so you're fully aware of what's going on. And please bear in mind, I also got on this coin relatively early, and I think I paid 6p for it. The all-time high is about 70p, and it's currently about 36p. So I fully understand that it would cost people more to do what I've done in the past, because obviously the price is higher. So with this stake and earn, this is simply staking in crypto.com's own coin, CRO. To be eligible, you need to stake at least 5,000 coins. So again, I know it would cost a lot more, because when I bought them, that cost me 300 odd quid. The benefit of staking that, the more you've got staked, the more interest you will earn on the other things I was showing you on. If you were going to do USDC, for example, or bloody Polkadot, whatever you were going to do, you will earn more depending on how much you stake here. Just to let you know, you will always earn interest regardless whether you stake in this, basically. But the advantage of staking in this is you earn more interest on the other part as well. On this stake and earn, they pay the interest out daily, and as you can see, I earn 1.36, well, 1.37 almost in CRO on a daily basis. So that's about 50 odd p daily interest. So I'm not complaining, especially because I got on CRO early. So this is why I use this site in particular, because even though it's only a small amount, I'm earning passive income for doing absolutely fuck all other than staking CRO into their site, basically. So my plan is, any money I earn on So Rare, even if I just take 50% of it out, I would start putting it into things like this, where I can try and then achieve more passive income per day. And that's just my plan, and that's how I've always looked at it long term, because I want to provide for my family when I get to retirement age, provided I'm still alive. And I also want money for myself. So I hope this is, I was going to do it in 3 or 4 videos, but I can do it in 2, so that's even better. So if this has given you some sort of ideas what I do and what you might be interested in. If you want to know how potentially good crypto.com can be, Google them, see what they're involved in. They're involved in Formula 1, they're involved in the World Cup that's going to be taking place in Qatar. They've signed a 700 million stadium sponsorship with the LA Lakers for the next 20 years. And these guys, in terms of marketing, they're the best company I've ever known. They know what they're doing when it comes to marketing, make no mistake about that. So once again, guys, thanks for watching. I really hope you find this useful, and if you've got any queries or anything like that, just put it in the comments below. Thanks for watching, guys. Cheers.